Hey guys, Montae here, and I'm back in here with the free-to-play news. Let me start off by giving a big thank you to all of my supporters so far. Clearly you guys love being caught up with all the free-to-play related news, and I always see players in game asking about updates that will affect free-to-play, so I'm here to keep us all up to date. Today we're going to talk about the recent Guardians of the Rift news post, and it's hitting the voting polls pretty soon. This is the Runecrafting minigame a lot of us has been waiting for. The original name for this was Guardians of Gielinor. Straight off the bat, we can see they plan for this minigame to be locked behind a quest called Temple of the Eye, which requires level 10 runecrafting and reward us with 5k runecrafting XP. Now that's pretty good. This minigame is non-instance and non-combat, so skillers can play it, pretty similar to Runescape's 2 Grador project, and only one game can be played per world. So how do we play this minigame? We would first start in by spawning in as the rift into the abyss starts to open up. As the rift opens, abyssal creatures start to spawn in, and since this is non-combat, we'll have assistance from the wizards, who will reanimate the giant guardian in the middle, who would attempt to close the rift into the abyss, which will cause abyssal creatures to start going after it. Our objective is to protect the giant guardian, or we lose. Every time the giant guardian is attacked, it will lose a charge from 100%. Once it hits 0%, it's game over. So how do we protect the giant guardian? By creating rift and shield guardians. A rift guardian is an offensive NPC that move around in lanes attacking abyssal creatures. A shield guardian is a defensive NPC that takes damage for the giant guardian. Now continuing with the map, there are two lanes, the elemental lane and the catalytic lane. These are runecrafting altars, similar to the ones outside of this minigame. The elemental lane contains the fire, earth, water, and air altars. The catalytic lane contains the mind and body altar. The game is broken down into 3 phases. Phase 1 is the prep phase. You'll get your pickaxe and mine essence shards at the end of the map, and collect uncharged batteries to create rift guardians and power up shield guardians. Now in order to win, we have to keep the giant guardian at 100% charge. To do that is where phase 2 comes in. In phase 2, abyssal creatures will spawn, and we have to get our bank essence and mine more essence shards, combine them together into imbued essence, make our way to the altar where we're going to imbue them into imbued essence, then use them on the giant guardian to receive XP and keep it charged. And in phase 3, more powerful mobs will spawn. There's more that goes into it, but we'll leave it at that. Overall, this is already more interactive than RS2's Grador project, which was great to play back then as a free-to-player for the rewards. And speaking of rewards, let's finally check out what this minigame could offer us. Starting off, we could get runes and talisman loot rolls per match, and all standard talisman are buyable from the shop. Next is the offhand abyssal lantern, which requires fire making to use. It will give different buffs depending on the log, so you log bankers could have another reason to use up your stack. Of course, pay to players get a skilling outfit. It will be great to see a cosmetic outfit just like from Grador project. And here's the real interesting stuff, the Ring of Elements. This ring could teleport you near the wind, earth, fire, and water altars and increase the amount of runes crafted. It requires 1 law rune and 1 of each elemental rune per charge, and is storable up to 10k charges. And ooh, it's already been confirmed pulled for free to play as well. Man, this whole blog post just sounds so amazing. I really can't wait to play it on my free to play Iron Man. So it turns out the minigame won't be available for free to play, but overall this update will improve the quality of life for runecrafting on regular accounts, as it will bring in more talisman into the game, as well as polling if the Ring of Elements should be available to free to play through trade or the Grand Exchange. There's also some predictions about the Earth Altar becoming viable for regular accounts with the Ring of Elements, potentially giving XP rates up to 50k plus per hour, as well as making Alcarid's beginner clue steps faster for regular accounts. Free-to-play had access to the Runecrafting minigame Great Ore project back in RS2, which had some of our players wonder, why couldn't we receive this one in the old school version of the game? They designed this one around pay-to-play content a lot, but even so, what would it take for this to become free-to-play? They could probably start by allowing us to use Rune Essence for free-to-play Ironman, since Pure Essence aren't available to us, as well as make our current available altars usable within the minigame. These rates were designed for members, of course, but maybe they could be adjusted for free-to-play, even if they're increased maybe, if anyone wants to share their thoughts in the comments. In other news, the last man minigame requirements have been increased to 750 total skill level, as well as 30 quest points for competitive mode. But we're still unable to access the minigame, and apparently we aren't able to claim our victory capes, even if you have wins prior. And finally, the January 2022 Gielinor Gazette have just been posted, so stay tuned and I'll break down all the free-to-play content that's to come from it. So please like and subscribe for more content, and until next time, good luck, have fun, peace.